Welcome, Sag, to your reading. This is gonna be a reading for the month of October 20 and 22. Sag, keep in mind this is gonna be a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with all of you. Take what does and just leave the rest. Sag, I was pulling some runic cards for you, Soul's Journey cards, Earth Magic Oracle cards, as well as angel cards, angel oracle cards. And later on, you're gonna see I was also pulling some tarot cards for you, like, for more details and confirmations and all what we should see, right, for the month. All right, let's get started with the runic cards. I got for you Rado in the reverse as well as Tivas. So overall, it talks about, you are somewhere blocked in moving forward with your goal, what you or want to receive. So Rado talks about, it can be talking about travel, or like it's kind of like the Chariot card. The Chariot card always shows us if you are kind of like in the driver's seat right now or not. With the Rado in the reverse, it also talks, about independency and self-esteem, also about your inner balance. Let me just skip that for a sec. You see, with the Soul's Journey, also you have the self-esteem card in the reverse. So there's something going on with your self-esteem. You probably want to work on this, especially in the month of October. With the Tivas in the reverse, it talks about, ambition. Like it is kind of like the North Star. It's your inner power, your inner strength you have to move towards your success. Also to use your the inner wisdom you have gained through your experiences. With the Angel Oracle cards, it says you shouldn't stop. So don't stop, whatever that is, Sag. And you might don't see the opportunities you have, but the angels are saying you have opportunities. There might be blocked because you don't see it, or you're somewhere in the process where you are working to work with your opportunities. So ask your angels. It also says to get more kind of like guidance in that, or you also have with the Earth Magic Oracle cards your ancestors cards showing up. So ask your angels again, Sagittarius. It will help you to move forward. With the Soul's Journey card, you have indecision in the reverse, self-esteem in the reverse, you have patience upright, and courage upright. So with the indecision, it says that I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So maybe there's something off with your intuition right now, and this also affects your self-esteem. Like, you possess the gifts of the soul that benefits you and others. So work on that, that you have the gifts to really help yourself see opportunities, especially, if there's something going on financially in your life, Sagittarius, you have opportunities. That's what I really want to point out here. With the Patience card upright, I think kind of like your intuition is trying to tell you this as well. And that's why the Patience card is in the upright. You accept that everything happens in divine order. So you kind of like are aware of that. With the Courage card, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Maybe there's some fear going on that's what is holding you back. Maybe you went through some experiences recently, they were like showing you the opposite, and you're like, oh man, I'm kind of like feeling stuck in my progress. With the Eagle Communion card, what you have in the reverse, also, this is kind of like the same as the other cards are showing us. So the same energy, you are trying to, or you should try to connect with your spirit guides, with your angels, with your ancestors. What you do, so you have the ancestors card upright, and you also have lake stillness upright. So maybe you're kind of like want to go more, inwards. So try not to run too fast. If you run too fast, you might overlook some stuff. That's what I want to say. With the Fire Passion card, sometimes when we have setbacks, it can trigger our passion. It can trigger our fire. But I mean, Sag, you're a fire sign. You will always go and follow your passion anyways. So let's see what the tarot cards are gonna show us with more details. All right, Sag. So you're starting with the Six of Cups in the reverse. It talks about someone is keeping kind of like the spoils to themselves, or like somebody's refusing to acknowledge the good parts of the past. Either you or a person you are dealing with. It also shows that you were kind of like letting others drain your emotional life. That's why you have also the nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So it talks about it is kind of like important for yourself to take a time out to you know do not reject, as you remember the ancestors card with the earth magic, do not reject your the helpful parts of your family, and the qualities and the lessons you have gained from it. Okay, that's very important. That's what your ancestors want to tell you in a way here. So you want to move towards like kind of like deeper, like finding deeper personal relationships, it says. And it also talks deep. So um that's kind of like what the Nine of Pentacles is saying here in the material world. I don't know if you're dealing with another fire sign. The King of Wands in the reverse shows up, or that's you. But that's definitely somebody, you know how should I put it? It could be somebody who has a rude and spiteful personality towards you. Someone who's uses like kind of like authority and like intimidations to get what they want. Someone who's boosting their ego, maybe through also vulnerability. And there's some emotions are kind of like out of control. It can also talk about abusive situation you're in. And the funny part is, right next to it, the High Priestess shows up. So kind of like your intuition kicks in. It talks about the unseen world, like the deep stuff, right? So the universal connection with you and your soul's life purpose. Yeah, let's say like, let's give it the name soul food. It is really what it is, what you need. That's what the High Priestess want to guide you in that way. So take, you know, it is kind of like, a reflection of like balance and duality. And the water in the card, the blue color, the water in the card shows your emotions and, how it turns itself or represents itself in the material room. So kind of like the blueprint of your soul, the inner wisdom you have and the knowledge you have, it is kind of like the deepest parts of yourself. With the Seven of Pentacles upright, there's kind of like some reflection going on, manifestation as well. So you kind of like look at your work or you look at your situation and what's already behind you, and you're kind of like looking over the effort you already make and how it kind of like looks at the moment. So you're observing kind of like in a way. You also want to work on improvements, and it can also talk about unexpected results. So the next major arcana card you have, your Sag, is the Lover's card in reverse. So again, I don't know if you're dealing with another fire sign. Maybe there's something going on what holds you back in your progress in that situation, if there's a love situation going on. So it also talks about the Lovers in reverse, that somebody is more forcing love than to let it run its natural course. And it's kind of like someone wants to rush into romance in a way. It can also talk about that somebody is spying on the partner, like maybe there's some lack of trust. It can also talk about codependency in that way. With the Six of Wands in the reverse, I feel that's you. it's kind of like, it talks about, in reverse, it talks about, you not getting the credit of, in your situation, and like what you deserve. So it's kind of like a feeling of sadness and unappreciation. It says also you should focus again more on yourself, and don't wait for other people's approval in that way. With the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, it talks about a creative blockage you have. It can talk about frustration in work. So again, reassess your, and I mean it, like your real choices, especially when it comes to getting and receiving income, receiving money. With the Two of Cups upright, it talks about you're coming together with someone, like, who's appreciating you. And it is like the Lover's card, kind of like where you see the feminine and the masculine are getting in balance. So it's kind of like finding out what you really love, and it applies also in all areas of your life. With the Queen of Cups upright showing up, again, this is like, being the empath, having the feminine feeling of understanding the emotions and situations. And she also shows the nurturing personality. She's caring for all things, and she knows that we are all connected in a way. So she kind of like, she sees the things how they really are, but she might, feels it more that she's acting on it. So it's kind of like the essence of compassion here. So the soft spot within you. With the Four of Wands in the reverse, it can talk about an upheaval situation, disruption. So it says like whatever you do, like you should plan carefully, and make sure that everything runs smoothly in that way. Check if you have overseen anything, such step back, and use kind of like a bird's eye view over your situation. And then you can put your plans into action. What is the Three of Wands showing? So it talks about creativity and collaboration with others. So maybe you get some help to, like, saving the solving saving, maybe you're saving. Anyways, to put the Eight of Pentacles, what you have in the reverse, in the upright. That's what I want to say. So it talks about, like, turning the creative blockage around. It can also talk about business partnerships, or like kind of like some plans, they're already hatched, and you already put effort in something. So it says like the consequences of it are still laying ahead, and you still have time to make adjustments if needed. So there's ability to work with others. That's your ability to work with others, and that helps you also with your personal progress, to turn kind of like the Six of Wands in the upright. All right, Sag, I hope this helps you. If it does, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I see you in the next one. I wish you all the best, and bye-bye.